So a white man unalives another white man. This is a case of white on white crime. And somehow there are bomb threats sent to HBCUs. How does this happen? Let me tell you how it happens. White folks look for any and every reason to blame any and everything on anyone non-white. How many times have these same individuals, when a young black person, a young brown person passes, when they're unalived unjustly, when they're abused, when any community that's non-white is abused and oppressed in this country, how many times have they looked down, oh, another one of them died? Oh, well, back to work, who cares? How many times have they gaslit, trolled? How many times have they done this? But the moment it's them, all of a sudden they can't take it. Oh, you guys are making fun of his, you guys need to feel compassionate, empathetic. You guys need to care. He had so what? Did he consider everybody else's family when he was disrespecting everybody else's community? We talking about a grade A piece of shit. I don't give a damn about you motherfucking, all you white folks on these social media apps talking about, oh man, I met him, he was a nice guy. Oh, well, he just liked to debate. Oh, well, it's just a conversation. Oh, well, it's okay. You didn't have to agree with everything. It's not about the fact that he debates. There is right and wrong. There is right and wrong. Everything that we say, black folks, Hispanic folks, Native Americans, everything that we say that sounds like disrespect to white people, it is in response to the disrespect that we have received since day one in this motherfucking corrupt ass country. The truth of the matter is you white folks is hypocrites. You are contradictory hypocrites. You like to poke and prod the damn bear, and the moment it's you, now you complaining, now you're Karens. You're trying to find out, oh, well, he didn't feel empathetic towards his death, so now I'm gonna find a way to find out where he work and get him fired. Man, look, you are soft. All of you sitting up here, you mad because anybody non-white that don't feel empathetic or compassionate about this man's unaliving. Yeah, motherfucker, what the fuck you expect? He built an entire career off disrespecting people of color, off of disrespecting melanated people, being homophobic. Again, this is common sense. 1 + 1 still equal 2, right? There is right and wrong. You cannot dictate someone's response to your disrespect. That is where white folks fail over and over and over again. If you have not done nothing to me and I now come and disrespect you and smack you in your face, I cannot now then say, oh, well, you can't smack me back. You're wrong if you smack me back. This is why I think all you motherfucking moon demons, you motherfuckers is really remedial and slow and special educated, because it doesn't make sense how you can sit up here and take your tragedy, something you consider a tragedy, while I'm celebrating. You know, we smoking packs over here. We doing all of that. I don't care how you feel about it. Your tragedy, and then you turn it into a situation that it ain't. You're sending bomb threats to HBCUs for what? But okay, let's go there. If you have an HBCU in your city and you are black, brown, you are not a racist, you better do something. This is not the time for the kumbaya. This is not the time for the motherfucking cease and desist. This is not the time for you to just, oh, well, I gotta go to work. No, fuck that. You better not sit up here and let black and brown people suffer for some white on white bullshit ass crime. I don't care if I have to make a video every fucking day. I don't care if I have to show up to every HBCU myself and drive to these motherfuckers. It better be you motherfuckers out there. We have to protect each other. Do you not see what's going on here? It is clear as day. They looking for a reason to put your ass back in chains. They looking for a reason to bring back slavery. They looking for a reason for all you non-racist white folks that claim to not be with the Klan and all that type of shit. Stop trying to convince us that you're not with the Klan. Go do something about the portion of your community that contributes to all this bullshit. Stop talking to us. I don't want to hear your 10,000 reasons as to why we should unite together with white folks. No, that has never done anything for us, but get us exactly where we are, more divided than we've ever been.
So you mean to tell me that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed on a college campus with predominantly white students and possibly shot and killed by a white sniper, and white people woke up the next day, today, and chose to call black colleges across the country with terrorist threats? What we did. Stop putting us in y'all white people mess. Stop putting us in y'all white people mess.
You motherfuckers want a war? You got it now,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, since the death of Charlie Kirk, a lot of things it has really happened in America. And also, before the shooter who unalived Charlie Kirk are being found, majority of white Americans, they were threatening black people and immigrant people or the people of the color simply because the white Americans, they thought that the person who have done that, it is either a black person or a people from the people of the color, so they did that. But it has turned out that the person who did that, it is the white folks. So white folks, they have been threatening black people. They want to bring a fight to the black people, and we are now seeing that black people, they are not keeping quiet. So we are seeing black people, black Americans claps back white American now furious. So you can see the black people, they are really come out and they are clapping back to the white Americans, and right now white Americans are really furious. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host Dash Lifestyle. Remember, this video, it is only for educational purpose.
White men fight back, white men fight back. Here's what I don't understand. I'm looking at this rally where they're honoring Charles Kirk.
White man fight back! White man fight back! White man fight back!
I'm trying to understand that. White men fight back against what? Black people didn't have anything to do with this. White men fight back. First of all, what happened to him was horrible, but what does white men fight back mean? I think it was a white man that did this whole thing. So what are you saying, white men fight back? Time to blame black people for what? This shit happened in Utah. There were no black people around. I've been to Utah. Not a lot of black people there, so I don't know where they're getting this chant from. White men fight back. What are you fighting back against yourself? All of a sudden, black people are being blamed for what? Now HBCUs have to close their campuses because of threats. Of what? Threats of what? Why are you f***ing with black people? What did black people have anything to do with this Utah shit? All of a sudden you conjure up black people. It's always black people are in danger. HBCU campuses are closing because they didn't do a motherfucking thing. That makes no sense to me. We're in danger now because we didn't do nothing. We're always in danger. It's always black people. Black people this, black people that. We're minding our business. And there are actually black people that are mourning Charles Kirk. They're like, this is horrible, this is sad. They feel bad for his family, that he has 2 kids and a wife, and they had to see that. But all of a sudden it's white men fight back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea, let me introduce you to the problem of the United States. This gentleman right here. This man is ready, prepared to go to war over the death of somebody who didn't know him, over somebody who he couldn't be pointed out to in a crowd. The problem with the United States in one human being. And he's not the only one. I've seen several grown-ass Caucasian men crying that a podcaster was killed. But that's not the part that gets me because, people are going to cry. No, it's the wanting to go to war. Mother wanted a war. No, you did. You and people just like you. You see, these people don't achieve very much in life. They don't. They like living vicariously through the actions of others. It's kind of like when one of your homeboys tells you about a woman he got with. You're living vicariously through him getting the woman, not you. All right? And that's what happens. You get guys like this who just are angling for a war just so they can feel good about themselves. Kind of rough too, ain't it? But here is why these people are the problem of the United States. You see, America doesn't know what to do with itself when it isn't fighting someone. Nope. America cannot handle it if there's nobody to fight. I mean, we got tanks and MRAPs and aircraft carriers and destroyers. But if there ain't nobody to fight, who gives a fuck what you got? It's kind of like when you live out in the woods, you have an arsenal, and nobody's there to fight you. You tend to do a whole lot of planning for somebody to show up rather than actually shooting at somebody who would show up. That's when you end up shooting the post office guy or shooting the Amazon person. Remember that? Yeah. And America don't know what to do with itself if it ain't got no war. Especially the citizens. Woo! Because, again, I say, America is not the bald eagle, it's not the flag, it's not any of that bullshit. It's the people. So, if America is basically the people, and a bunch of the people don't know what the fuck to do with themselves if they're not fighting somebody, then what do? They live vicariously through the actions of people that they love. Don't ask me why, they just do. And when something happens to one of those people, well, guess what? That war dander starts getting up in their guts. And then they start wanting to off people. That's what happens all the time. It happens all the time. It matters for naught. Now, where it becomes apparent that these people just simply want to fight rather than fix anything is this. When you ask them who they want to fight, when you ask them who they're ready to go to war with, it's always somebody they don't like. You think they want to go to war on poverty? No, that's too big of a thing. Feeding people, getting homeless people off the street? No. Don't want to do that. Do they want to fight against illiteracy? Do they want to go to war against illiteracy? No, because that's work. You can't use your pew if you're trying to help people read, right? Right? Nah, can't do that. War against racism. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Some of these people don't believe it exists unless it's happening to white people. No, they want bloodshed. They want bloodshed. They don't want no goddamn war. They just want to be able to kill somebody. You understand that? There are your fellow Americans who cannot wait to kill somebody. I'm sorry. If this becomes a shock to some of you, I don't know what else to tell you. We have people that live amongst us, people who we see every day that want to kill someone. They want the feel of blood in their hands. They want to feel powerful as they take the life of someone else. They crave it. They can't get enough of it. It's not video games, it's not movies, it's not music, it's not television, it's all of it. And then some. They are taught the ways of the gun long before they're taught the ways of empathy. That's why they think empathy is a sin. If you look at these people and ask them, what does Jesus look like? He looks like Kenny Loggins. He's swole meat for no reason. And he has an AR-15. They have weaved their bloodlust into their religion, into their business practices, into the way they interact with people, into their social beliefs, into their politics. They just want to kill somebody. That's it. They live vicariously through people who tell them, yeah, I want to kill somebody too. Charlie Kirk even said it himself. Some lives have to be lost to keep the Second Amendment. Charlie Kirk wanted to kill somebody. And it would have been perfectly happy to do so. Why do you think they talk about all these dangerous ass blue cities? Because they so desperately want to run down there and mow down people that they don't like. A little darker skin, a little bit different language. They may be gay or trans. That's their entire personality. I always say America has fantasized and fetishized and, glorified and cantonized the gun, but it's not just the gun. It's what the gun can do. These people want to kill somebody. They do. Will they say it out loud? No. Because in a polite society full of people that can actually think, that sounds kind of disgusting. That's just really weird. That is weird ass behavior. But they want to. Badly. They desperately want to kill someone. Of course, they'll never say it. Why would they? Their talk of war goes back to the Civil War. It's the thing that they can't get over, the fact that the South lost. They can't get over the fact that the South went to war in the first place to own bodies. And they want another civil war, kind of like a do-over, but it's just a Trojan horse. They just want to kill people. Think about this for just a second. During Hurricane Katrina, there were people who literally were shooting at people trying to survive. They shot at them because they were black and these people were white. I mean, you can lie about it if you want to, but it's true. But think about that for just a second. In the midst of devastation left by a natural disaster, these people are thinking about their little trinkets like their television and their cars, and they're willing to kill somebody for it. The cars, the trinkets, the little bullshit in their house, even the money in their pocket is just a Trojan horse to get to the killing part. Now, this guy is ready to go to war over a man he never met, who he just liked his podcast. Charlie Kirk is an excuse. Oh no, this guy's been wanting to kill somebody. He's been wanting to. That rush that you get when you aim and pow. I'm doing it for Charlie Kirk. No, the fuck you're not. I'm doing it for MAGA. No, the fuck you're not. Think about January 6th and why they keep trying to hide it. That was them at their zenith. That was the apex of I just want to kill someone. That election ain't got shit to do with it. They love them some Trump so much that they were willing to beat cops to death for him. No. They wanted to beat somebody to death. They just used Donald Trump as an excuse. These people walk amongst us, and some of them would like to kill you. Please remember.
So guys, before we continue watching, I want to read some of the comments that majority of also black people, they have come out and shared their thoughts on the comment section. So this one is saying that the fact that when he was shot, he was just about to tell another lie when he was hit in his throat, which in my opinion is an indication that he was stopped from continuing his deception. And yes, it is believed that his invention was divine. So you can see, we all know that Charlie Kirk, he was shot to his throat. So he was about to speak and he got shot on his throat. So because of that, he lost a lot of blood and he couldn't survive. So this one is saying that because the shooter unalive Charlie Kirk, this one is saying that Charlie Kirk, he was going to say another lie, and the shooter, he couldn't allow Charlie Kirk to continue telling more lies. So this one is saying that they can't dish it out, but they can't take it. Yeah, so this one is saying, we have another comment here. So this one is saying that we've been quiet for a minute now. The Most High has had us in observation mode for a reason. I have a message for my people and my people only. I was told that a storm is coming. I was told this will be some storm for us, but in the end, we will prevail. I love you all because the ditch they think they digging for us won't go as they think, as we will be the last one standing. Yeah, this is a good message, and for so many years, black people, they've been taking all the truth. Black people that have been quiet in America because whenever there is a fight, they always suspect black people. Whenever there is a shooting or gun violence, they always suspect black person, and that's why you can see even before they found the shooter who unalived Charlie Kirk, we saw how the Americans people, they were really praying that the person who did that to be a black person or a people from the color or immigrant person. But it turns out that the person who has done that, it is their own people. And before that, we saw how they were threatening to bring fight to the black people. Even if I can't imagine right now if could be found out that is a black person did that in America. Right now, black people, they could be even big kicking out in America. But it turns out that the person who did that, it is a white person. So kindly guys, let us continue watching, then I'll be back with more comment.
This one's for the Christians, If you're not a Christian, we love you, but this one's not for you. So Charlie Kirk has been murdered, and there's been a lot of discourse over the last day about it. And one thing that I want to add to the conversation as a Christian, as a therapist, is that we can hold multiple truths at one time. Let's take it from the top. Him being murdered was wrong. Anyone being murdered is wrong. We can hold that. Having compassion for a person's wife and their child because they were murdered is there. We can experience that. We can live that out. We can pray for them. Even reflecting on our own experience. What if it were me? We can live that out. And at the same time, we can hold the truth that a person communicated what is perceived as violent and extremely harmful speech and rhetoric towards populations of people. That some of the things as a black man that Charlie Kirk has said makes me less safe, makes my family less safe, makes people that I care about less safe. And so me personally, I have found that in this entire moment that I am neither hot nor cold, that I am numb and trying to figure out how do I wade through these waters. And so how do I wade through them? I take it back to God. I take it back to God because he calls me to have compassion, but it's hard to have compassion. It's hard to be compassionate towards a person, an enemy that I have perceived is actively working against me, against people that look like me for merely existing and merely having the imago Dei that you, Lord, have given me. That's hard. It's hard work. It's hard to ask the Lord, why do you call me to compassion? Why do you call me to love when people don't act loving? That's hard work. That's hard work. Jesus modeled it for us, but I am yet a human. It's hard work, but that's what I'm called to do. And so I have had to wrestle with what does that look like, Lord? What is it? How do I do what you've called me to do? And I'm experiencing real human emotions, numbness to the situation, and have already had a pre-thought about this person, about what they stand for, about what they spew. How do I do that? And I truly think it's okay that I am wrestling with this. And so if you find yourself wrestling with it, it's okay. The key is to give it to the Lord, because I don't know how to walk it out in my own power. I can only walk it out in his. And I can be honest and not deny that I'm holding multiple things in my hand at the same time. You've called me to compassion. What I saw was terrible. And at the same time, this man has pressed against me and people like me in a way that is extremely insidious, that is extremely violent. And it's not of you, Lord. It's giving evil. And even though I have seen him on pulpits and in Christian spaces claiming you, Lord, your Bible, your word, tells me that if we are yours, that we should have some fruits of the Spirit. We should have some fruits of the Spirit. And I didn't see not one single fruit. So, Lord, what am I supposed to do with that? How do I process that? And he may never answer me. He may answer somebody else. So where I am is I'm continuously giving it to the Lord. Continuously giving it to him. I do not eulogize him in a way just because he has passed that is rose-colored just because he's died. And at the same time, nor am I going to celebrate that a man was murdered. That people, period, are murdered. And it's even difficult, let's talk about it, because I know some of the rhetoric that he has said himself has been to advocate for said gun deaths. These are his words, not mine, that we are going to have to endure certain gun deaths in order to protect the Second Amendment. Those are words that he spewed. And so what flesh would like to do is say, well, Lord, them his words. That's what he said. Well, okay. It still doesn't make it right. It doesn't make the act right. And it doesn't make it right that I'm devoid of compassion right now. Even though I understand this is a moment to this is a moment to tap into that. And so you may be struggling with that. I know I am wading through the waters of it. I am too. The goal is to take it back to the Lord because I can't. Now, I don't know about y'all. I can't do that in my own power. I need the Lord to help me in that peace. And I believe that the Lord honors the honesty and transparency with him there are multiple things. The Lord knows. He hears all the things, that we're holding multiple things in our hands. So if you're struggling with it, that's okay. I'm not saying that's okay as a means to dismiss doing the work. But what I am saying is that oftentimes we have to learn how to expand our emotional capacity to hold multiple truths at the same time. That's work we do in therapy. That's work if you want to be a fully well-rounded human that you have to do. And because the Lord has given us all of these emotions and feelings, right? We are the Imago Dei. He has imprinted his likeness on us. I believe that he is okay that we bring it to him. He is asking us to bring those things to him. So bring it to him. If you have not figured out how to wade through the waters, if you find yourself devoid of feelings, if you find yourself gleeful, okay? If you find yourself in any other space outside of the space that the Lord wants us to be, which is to remain the light, which is to remain examples, which is to be honest, okay? Because I think that's key. We shouldn't just glaze over stuff just because a person has passed. We can be honest about how the person stood in the world, and which is to submit our flesh to the Lord, right? So, Lord, thank you so much, God. Thank you, Father, for who you are, Lord, and thank you for who you always will be, God. Thank you for saving us, and thank you for loving us, Lord. God, our country is in just space out. Our world is in a particular space, God, but you knew it because you were, are, and will forever be, God. And so my ask is that you guide us. My ask, Father, because we can bring all of our petitions to you, is that you would help us, particularly in this moment, your children, to navigate the space, to bring to you, just like I'm bringing to you right now, the weight of what we're feeling, the hardness of what we're feeling, God, the uncomfortableness, the what almost seems like a contradiction in our flesh, to be compassionate and yet knowing and seeing what we've seen from a person, to walk in forgiveness, God, because that's what you've called us to. And it's so hard, Lord. It is hard. It's very, very hard. But you have called us to hard things, and you have given us an example through Christ. And God, I just ask that you would help me personally. You would help me personally walk that out. Not even just with the Charlie Kirk situation, but anybody that needs forgiveness in my life, and I can think of a few, that you would help me and that you would help us in this time to do what you've called us to do the hard things, to defer to your spirit for it, because we can't do it in our flesh, God. Our flesh wants to rile up and say, that's what you get. Our flesh wants to rile up and be cheerful. Our flesh wants to remain numb. But that's not what you're asking us to do. So God, please help us. Please guide us. Please help us when the uncomfortable thoughts come up. Help us when the emotions feel contradictory. Help us when we want to press against what you've asked us to do. Help us when people would like to trigger us. Help us when people would like to continue to put us down, God. Help us to remain faithful and to see you, and to also know that you're not calling us to be pressed down by people or oppressed by people, but that you are calling all.
White man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man, fight back!
Neo-Nazis are talking about white man fight back. White man fight back against who? Against yourself? The man in the mirror? Because looking at this video, white man fight back, I should have been seeing one-on-one fights of them fighting each other. That's what should have been taking place in that video.
You know, this bad stuff happens, and for 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, hey, we don't do that here.
So if you wonder where this white man fight back ideology comes from, it comes from top to bottom. Now, mind you, this is a politician. This is a lawyer. This is the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox. And how irresponsible for him to get in this press conference and say it out of his own mouth. Man, I was hoping and wishing and praying for 33 hours straight that this wasn't from a man in my community. I was hoping the assassinator was from a different community. That's basically what he said. Why? He was hoping it was from the black community, a brown community, immigrant community, LGBT, a woman. No, it was neither. You got to fight back from within. It was from within. And that from within community created a Charlie Kirk. From that within community created his assassinator. So you got to fight back against yourself. You got to fight against the man in the mirror. I know you want to crash out and lash out, but y'all got to fight back against each other. Y'all got to start having some one-on-ones, get some boxing matches together and have at it. Because I'm over here minding my business. Oh, and also, let me give y'all this fun fact. Did you know the universe was trying to save this from happening? The universe was trying to save this from happening. Did you know they had a petition of 7,000 kids that signed it saying, we do not want him to show up. We do not want this at our university. And they overrided the petition. So, hey, white man fight back, huh? Nah, you got to fight back from within on this one.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video till the end and you have seen how black people, they have really come out and send a strong message to the white Americans, simply because these people, they want to bring a civil war, and this is not good, because these people they are now finding any reason just to fight black people, because when the shooter who did this, when he was not found, these people, they were praying. You can see also the Utah governor, he came out and said that he prayed for 33 hours. You can imagine somebody praying for 33 hours just so that they can find the person who did that. It is not one of them. It is not a white person. It is the people of the color or immigrant person who did that. So this one is to tell you that these people, they really don't want to see black people doing good things in America. They only want to find black people in the wrong things. And that's why you can see the Utah governor. You can imagine Utah governor is praying. He's not even praying so that they can find the person. He's just praying the person who did that. It is not one of them. It is not a white person. But who is God? God came out and showed them that the person who did this, it is your fellow white person, and this person, he is American, and he is in your town. You can see he is in your town. So this one is to tell you that God is really protecting the black people. And I came out and tell you that this fight that right now they want to start a civil war with the black person, this fight is not for us black person. God will fight for us black people. So you can see these people, they've been sending a threat, so many threats towards black people. So kindly guys, I want to read some of the comment here and see what majority of people they have come out and say. So this one is saying that a man was lynched at Delta University this week. He was hanging from a tree with broken arms and a broken leg and was also being beaten. Authorities are trying to deem it a suicidal again. He has broken arm and a leg, but supposedly he killed himself. So this one saying that exactly it is always the same. So this one saying that, wow, I didn't hear about this. So this one is saying that there is a man who was found on that tree, hanging on the tree with a broken leg, with a broken arm. So this one is saying the police now, they are saying that the person he committed a suicide. You can see the person he committed suicide. So and this one, they are now hiding. They cannot come out and tell you that story in the mainstream media. No, they won't. So this one is saying that he said, "Moon demons, I almost fell off my couch." So this one is saying that that's exactly what they are trying to do. They want a civil war body. They will lose again. So these people right now, they want a civil war with the black person, but I think this time around these people will lose. So this one is saying that Jesus is black man. Yeah, this one is saying that in order to have a war, there need to be someone to fight, and as of right now, no one is falling subject to the ignorance. This one saying that I've never heard of Charlie Kirk before in my life. So this one is saying that I have listened to many of you all over the past month. It appears most of you understand the assignment. I recommended you all stop talking, get off your couch, and start training both physically and with your equipment of choice. Remember, you can't expect to overcome force that threaten you. Safety if you don't prepare for it. I wish you all the best and pray that the Lord our God walks with you. Yeah, so this one is telling them that you need right now to get out of your couch, go and practice, do more practice, both physical and because if anything can happen, you can now defend yourself, because right now these people, they really want to bring war. So this one is saying that you can't argue with a demon, sir. God is exposing every single one. Relax, stay safe. Let God have his way. So this one is saying that exactly speak. So this one is saying that truthful, we just really need to send strong message to ourselves, and that's wake up, shut up, and do what we have to do for each other, spend with each other, and stand together. Yeah, so right now black people, they are now coming together. We want to stand together, and we are not going to we are not going to be intimidated anymore. So this one saying that the fact that when he was shot, he was just about to tell another lie when he was hit in his throat. Yeah, so this one saying that, and he absolutely right. So this one saying that we stay ready. This one is saying that you can see majority of black people, they are really saying that they are ready. If these people, they want to bring on another fight right now, black people, they are really ready. So this one saying that I don't care about Charlie Kirk. I didn't listen to him. I don't know him. Only heard some of his discussing heroid. He died. Oh well, sorrow, no prayers. I don't even have the sorrow. Oh look, my bag of GAF ID totally empty. My whole life worth is empty. Maybe I can use this bag for something else. Yeah, so this was saying that some people sometimes just simply get what deserved. So you can see so many people, they were saying that Charlie Kirk, he got what he deserved. So this one is saying that all I can say, watch our God work, cause he is the only, he is the one way the black people of Africa and America is moving the way they are. I dream it, they not moving alone. All my black people watch and pray to our God. He is not just watching but doing things now. So this one is saying that a second guy is spot on all of them, but the second guy is on it. Power to the people. Yeah, exactly. So this was saying that God have mercy on us all. This is good verse evil, but with God all things are possible. So this one saying that he lived by the sword and died by the sword. The tongue is a two-edged sword. Exactly. So what Charlie Kirk was saying, and so many people, they say that he lived by the sword and he died by the sword. So this was saying that they want to create the purge in real life. So this was saying that America is and will fall. Yeah, America, it is going to fall down. This was saying that this white man agrees 100%. This one is saying that my advice for all, God got it for my black American family. What understood does not need to be explained. God already have spoken what he wants from us. First, you don't succeed. Dust, yeah, self off and try again. White America haven't succeeded yet and they never will. It's already written. They need to repent and turn from their reprobate mind before it's too late, because like I said, God got this one. He about to do his big one. Yes, his children will feel it, but he already said he got us as long as we stayed with him. Yeah, so this one is saying that white people, instead of wanting to bring a fight with the black people, these people, they need to repent. So let me just read one more comment and see what also black people, they say. So this one saying that maybe Christianity got us. Love love you their neighbor as you love their self. It is very hard. You are not alone, my king. I do think the same way you do. I am just learning how to just walk by faith and let the Lord handle it. Love you, king. So you can see black people, they don't have a problem with white folks. It is only the white folks who they have problem with black folks. So those are some of the comments that majority of black people, they have come out and share on the comment section, and I've decided to read for you and see also what other black people they really saying on the comment section. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye guys.